Hello, Phil from Vintage Philly here, and today we are going to show you how we ship action figures. More specifically today, wrestling action figures. So today we have going out a 1998 Jakks Pacific Stone Cold Steve Austin and a 2000 Jakks Pacific WWE Taz. Show you over here where we store our inventory. Of course, both of those are going to be down here in this box here. This right here is 1,100 items. We use a chronological inventory system. So all of our earliest inventory starts here, works its way up, down and around and around and around through here. This is 1,100 items. Eventually we're going to branch out. There's a little sneak peek of the mess. It's kind of like Silence of the Lambs down here. But anyway, these boxes here in the middle, they are for larger items. I'm trying to steer away from larger items. I like shipping small, quick items. So that being said, let's show you how we ship our wrestling figures. I'm going to pull the items and we'll be right back. There we go. Alright, so both of our figures wound up being in the same box. Give you an idea of how we store our items here. Take this down. These are our wrestling figures here. We have a Jakks Pacific Taz from 2000, and we have a Stone Cold Steve Austin Jakks Pacific from 1998. So we use boxes to store and separate our figures so that we don't have to look through a ton of them at a time. These boxes fit about 15, and I have 2 of them in there with some room to store some in bags in the front. So let's put this back. We'll get these boxes away. Both figures wound up being in this box, which was great because it was on the bottom. Every time I go to get something out of a box, it's always on the bottom for some reason. But I like using these boxes. Alright, so again, what we have here, we have 2 figures. On the left there, we have a Jakks Pacific 2000 Taz WWE Wrestling Action Figure, and we have on the right, we have a 1998 Jakks Pacific Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's set them aside and we'll show you how we ship these out. So we're going to start with Stone Cold Steve Austin here. We'll grab him. We'll grab a piece of bubble wrap. I like to use these sheets. I got a bunch of these sheets. I'm just about out, but a nice 12 by 12 square. I'll show you how I do that with those. We'll use on the next one. Okay, so I will fold him up almost a little burrito style. I didn't lay out any of my tape strips I like to set up. So I'll set some of those up, make it easy, and we can rip right through this. Alright, we'll set our gun back up here. We'll grab some tape. We will secure him in there on the side. We will get him along the bottom. I like to try to keep him as flat as I can for when we actually package him up. So I used to use 8 by 6 by 4 boxes. These here, and they work just fine. The problem I was running into is that a lot of the figures were going over 8 ounces and pushing towards 9. Even if I cut them down, some of them are a little bit heavier than others. Most of them, though, would fit in this box, in this, again, 8 by 6 by 4 box, just fine. Usually I'll cut the sides down and fold the flaps in. But to save on weight, I wanted to find a better way, or a different way. And what I came up with was sections of, I believe these are 16 by 12 by 8 boxes that I order from eBay. I'll cut them down into quarters, and I will use them to wrap these figures, and I'll show you how I do that. I just like to trim off this extra. I like nice straight edges for the most part, if I can help it. Okay, so we have that there. I'll place my figure here. I'll take my yardstick here. I'll press them up, leave a little bit of space above the head and below the feet. Set him aside, grab my blade. I'm gonna slice this off. This section I can save for something that's a little bit small, so I just usually toss them. I'll take my straight edge here, and I will just kind of like guesstimate. He's kind of flat, but his head pokes up a little bit, so I'll give him a little bit of extra room on the sides. So I'll come in, I'll fold that in like that. I'll come over across. This is where he's going to lie across. I'll come over here, I'll eyeball it. I'll try to match that size I just made. Pull that up on there. I will nervously drop my tools while I'm working. Take my figure, I will place him under, fold this over, and I'm going to just score along this edge. I'm not going to cut the box off. I'm just going to score so that I can fold over, score again, fold over, and then I'm going to cut that off. Throw that away. Grab my tape, piece here, wrap it there, come here to the bottom. I like to pinch in a little bit. Other end, tape, pinch in just a little bit. That gives me a nice little strong little box for them to sit in. I will grab this poly bag. I'm not exactly sure. Let me see how fast, quickly. These are the 15 by 12s. I'll take my figure. Oops, tape came off there. So we will retape this. And put him in the bag. Grab our bag. Twist it around. Peel our strip. Place our bag in. Fold in the end. Tape it down. Grab my gun, and there you have it. Put the label across this way. I usually put the barcode across the edge there. This way the label and the address fit nicely here. So that's one. Let's do the other one. See you later, Taz. Gotta throw the hips in there sometime. Try to do this the same way every time when I have a bunch of these. So there you have it. Again, label across here, address, barcode, 2 action figures. Now let's throw them on the scale and see how much they weigh. $7.2. That was for Taz. Stone Cold weighed in at 6. So there you have it. Taz definitely would have been pushing the 8 ounce, pushed into 9 ounces in a box, most likely. I like the way these look. I've been getting really good feedback on the way I'm packaging these. So that's one way I came up with doing it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Next time I'll try not to stammer so much. Thanks again. As we're packing our items, also, I know what these two are today, but when I have multiples, so that I can keep track of what's in what box, I will write on the box. I know that this is the Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's the smaller of the two that I just wrapped. Usually I take that chance. As soon as I wrap this, I will write the customer name, which I'm not going to write on there. Really, that really doesn't matter. There's no address or anything on there. I will rate the weight. That's 8 ounces. And I will Stone Cold Steve Austin here. I'm going to put the name of the customer there. I usually only use the first 4 letters of a customer name. And again, 8 ounces. It's going out at the 8 ounce rate. And that was Taz.